first time we talked to you. Did you guys have kind of talked? Jesse kind of said he felt like it was one of your best performances. Did you get that sense when you watched it?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely felt good out there. I feel like we got off the field on third down. We started fast, and I feel like everybody felt comfortable out there.
What about that game did y'all do well that made it a memorable performance, you think?
I'd say just communicating the situation, knowing who in the game, knowing who wasn't in the game, and just winning the first downs and then winning the second longs. I feel like that could be a better chance on third down. You get them behind the chains. And then we took the ball off them.
Elijah has kind of said, why not us? Have you heard that from him?
Yeah, he always got something for us. For sure. He always got something.
In terms of why not us, what do you think that would mean to the defense, or what would you kind of take away from that message?
It's just our mindset every day that we approach that. Why not? Why are we showing up every day if we're not going to go put our best foot forward? Guys are putting in the work every day. The coach is giving us the game plan, so why not? We ain't come here to waste time. We want to come out and do our best and execute.
You talked after the game about the season in quarters.
Yes, sir.
Start the third quarter on Sunday. How important is it to start off with a win?
You gotta, like I say, man. You gotta get the 1-0. Like I say, and you definitely want to try to get the 4-0 every quarter. But in order to get the 4-0, man, you got to win the first one. I feel like this is an important one coming up. AFC game, we got to be ready.
Just told us about these meetings you guys have on Saturdays where you guys go through position by position. How have those been important to the group?
It's been valuable because I feel like just hearing from what the group gonna bring to the defense. I feel like everybody know their role, everybody know their part. You can count on your teammate. They tell when the D-line go up there, they tell her what they gonna bring to the table. When the DB's up there, we're gonna tell what we bring. So everybody just making sure we're all on the same page before it's time to go play.
Have you spoken yet this year?
Oh yeah, I just spoke last game.
Yeah. Any insight on what was said up there?
You gotta ask them boys, maybe they'll tell you. But I spoke last game. Me and Dayon, we spoke last game, so it was good.
That's why you played so well, right?
Yeah, trying, man. Trying.
And I know you told us last week, and you kind of went in detail talking about Jesse and what's been great. But just again, what has Jesse brought here? Not comparing anyone, but just what's he?
Bro, Jesse Manners, man, he brought energy, man. He brought life. He brought everything to our defense, man. And every day we're getting better. And I can't wait to go out and compete Sunday so y'all can see it.
Dayon's still pretty early in his career.
Yep.
What kind of steps have you seen him take from first year now, second year?
Man, he's growing. He's got the green dot. It's like, bro, watching my little brother grow up in front of me. It's like, I'm getting emotional right now, man. I'm proud of him, but he's working hard. Every day his preparation. I told him, man, everything he wants right in front of him. He can be, man, one of the best linebackers in this league. And y'all see it every day. He's getting better. Every game he's getting better.
What about his skill set or his makeup mentality makes you believe that he is really on that path to being like a star in this league?
Because I feel like he can do it all. He can diagnose the run. He can cover all the tight ends. He can cover the running backs. I mean, he pretty much can do everything at the linebacker position. And then I feel like when you fast and you got instincts at that position, it allows you to play fast.
How much of a challenge is it preparing late in the week, not knowing who the opposing team's starting quarterback's going to be?
Oh, damn. We don't know.
Sounds like it might be Levis, but they still might not announce it till Sunday.
Oh, they're not. Oh, they're going to wait to announce it. It's a challenge, but that's what preparation for. You look at the film and just get a beat on both of the guys. Double the work, but better to be prepared.
What do you see from the rookie tackle?
Oh man, it started off pretty rough from early in the year, but he settled in and he's doing some good things on that left side. Yeah.
How are you feeling physically?
I'm good. I'm getting close, man. I'm getting close. It was pretty good day out there running around, and come out and see how I feel tomorrow.
You think you'll practice tomorrow, or do you not necessarily need?
Yeah. I feel like I have a chance to get out there. I got to get out there early tomorrow, and then we'll see from then on how it goes. You got to take it day by day.
Last couple of years, how much has it helped maybe prolong or help your career? Because most of the times you don't practice on Wednesdays.
Yeah. And I added on some chef life right there. I added on some chef life. I think we came up with that when I first got here with Staley, and that added on. It might have tacked on an extra 5 years for me right there. Yeah, Wednesdays, you got pads on. I don't need that veteran bruisement like I used to when I was younger, but it's definitely worked to my advantage.
What are Wednesdays like for you?
Man, I go out and do 9-on-7, and then I come in with Herb, and we get to it, man. Have some fun in the weight room and do whatever else I need to kind of just get what I need for the day, whether it's running in the pool or whatever.
Not like a day off.
Hell no. I don't take no days off, no. I don't. They call it a spa day. Fox like to call it a spa day, but it definitely ain't no damn spa day. Especially with Herb in there. Y'all go in there with Herb for an hour and some change.
To give you your special playlist in the weight room.
I kind of just go.
Since
I
it's been
kind of
like
just
a Brooks and Dunn night
yeah,
yesterday.
nah. I kind of just go with whatever they got going in there. I used to switch up the playlist, but now we whatever he got going, it's always good anyway.
You said you were gonna get on Sunday
Say what?
the needles and all that. Did you get that?
Yeah, bro. I think 3 times this week, man. So it's been helping, man, and getting better every day.
Derwin said something. He talked about how he said on season
Joey Bosa, smooth face, Joey babyface Bosa.
how you guys can play free and how Jesse's been the key. I think we asked you this before, but can you just explain how? I know you talked about you guys have these meetings and stuff like that, but when you guys talk about playing free, what does that mean and the simplicity of the defense?
I mean, it's not a lot of thinking. You kind of see guys flying around. You make mistakes, but somebody always that got your back. Whether it's Dayon or DP, and 3-2 and 3 and 22, 29 and 20. It's guys all over the field, man, and able to. Like I missed the tackle on the edge, and Cam was right there to make the tackle, and Dayon was right behind him. So it's that type of feeling, man. You got guys flying around, and no mistakes can be made when everybody's flying to the ball.
I know it's a lot of the main characters from last year, but obviously there's some differences. Do you think you guys are closer as a group, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it happens naturally, especially when you're already familiar with guys through the years, and so just having those guys in those different position groups that already know the vibes, that what we want to do and how we want to attack on game day. It's even more important to kind of just get grouped up together and kind of have fun together outside of football.
Have you earned a respect for Tarheeb and Cam with the way they played recently?
I've been, he's been high on that list since OTAs, I believe. I can tell he can play football. And Cam, he slowly came into it, but you can see the physical play. You can see just all the intangibles when you talk about the length of a cornerback and all the different things. Both of these guys, they fly around, they make plays.
You've had your share of D coordinators over the years.
Yeah.
What is it about Jesse's teaching or system that makes his defense easy to pick up and for you guys to make the gains you have?
I feel like everything is in the details, and he's a man of he's detail oriented, and you can kind of see how we chop up the days throughout the week and how he explains the teams and how they want to attack us, and it's just getting a group understanding of how we want to play team defense, especially week to week against different teams. Like 24 was the challenge for us last week. Like we know 20 is going to be a challenge for us this week, and so just understanding the football intangibles and knowing you might have a different quarterback here, a different quarterback there, what they like to do. I feel like he simplifies it for us, and that way we're able to fly around on Sunday.
Where does this defense, in your mind, rank with other good defenses you've played on?
Man, I mean, I don't know. I'll probably be able to tell you at the end of the year. But, right now, what it is, week 9, week 10? So it's too early to say. Just from the standpoint of, you had full seasons with teams in the past. And so just the feeling of what I'm getting so far, man, is just we on our way to being dominant in a different way than I ever been on any other team. And so just taking all the right steps and not really focusing on the big picture right now. Just focusing on the Titans, focusing on Thursday and getting ready for Friday.
A lot of the defensive coaches, including Jesse, have talked about how the group was just really hungry when they arrived here. Has the
I'm
coaching?
trying to tell y'all that.
Yeah, but I mean that hunger was there in previous seasons.
Yeah.
You know, so what?
Still there.
Yeah. So has the coaching staff done anything specifically to tap into that hunger from the guys that were already here that maybe other coaching staffs did?
It's one thing. I feel like the hunger is pointed in the right direction. The hunger is pointed in the focus and the details, and the hard work and the effort, and understanding what you do off the field is what you do on the field. Just how it's in the lifestyle of this game, and you kind of see it through Coach Harbaugh and how he talks about it'll take him dying in order not to be out there. And so I feel like that just speaks volumes, because that's how I feel like I play the game. It'll take a lot. It'll take a lot for me to tap out on my guys. I'm gonna give them everything I got every week, and so it's no different.
So is this an indication for you that like hunger, I guess, is not enough? It has to be channeled in the right way by.
Yeah, it's
by
definitely
coaches?
channeling, compartmentalizing, channeling, because everybody deals with things outside of these four walls or what have you, and so it's all about keeping the main thing, and I feel like Coach Harbaugh and Coach Benner done a great job of that.
Having that new coaching staff come in with that type of enthusiasm, like,
Yeah.
how much did that kind of re-energize you? And like year 11, like it's hard to keep keep showing up every day and doing all of this physical stuff.
Yeah, but at first, the physical part isn't hard. I feel like the mental part for me is like, okay, I didn't heard this, I heard that, but it was different. I feel like it started with Coach Harbaugh just talking about the day he was born, and like, oh, I never heard of Coach talking about that the first day. So it's just different things that he kind of just shocks you with, and kind of you realize that he's a different kind of dude. And not only is he a different kind of dude, he played the game. And he a dog. He got like a dog like mentality to him. I ain't expect it, so I like that. And so it just rubs off. And makes you want to take it even to another level.
When you talk about being that dominant defense, do you guys take it as a point of pride? 8 straight games, allowing 20 points or fewer, and leading the league in scoring defense?
Yeah, I don't think that's anybody on anybody's mind right now. I feel like everybody just it's kind of like a bend but don't break vibe. But then it's like, nah, let's start with taking this run away. Okay, let's start with making plays and getting interceptions and turning over the football, and so it's one thing at a time and not really focusing on the big picture. But yeah, all these things you really can't control, like that last touchdown late. I don't know who was in the game, but it was like stuff like that you really can't control. But ultimately, we just want to be dominant and have a dominant mindset week in and week out.
But how does it feel having that dominant defense? Because the first 2 years you were here,
Yeah.
there were plenty 35-31
Yeah.
shootouts.
Yeah, it's
you
frustrating.
know.
Yeah, it's frustrating because you know it's there, man. I see these guys, man. I see the intangibles that all these guys have in different position groups, and it's like, damn, why we can't put it together? And so, and we know why now. It's just a matter of keep building on that and not really focusing on the past. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the present and being where your feet at.
How have you been feeling the past couple of weeks?
It's been. I think it's been a slow process, but there's definitely been improvement. Definitely had some moments last week where I felt much more like myself again out there. Had some solid rushes. Still definitely dealing with some pain. But like I said, it's improving, and I thought this week was the most consistent week I've had in a while, and was able to really get after it last few days in practice. Did some running on the side on Wednesday, which I think is really helping me to improve my strength again and get back to the point I was at with my speed and strength. And yesterday was able to make it through all of practice, feeling really, really good. Got a lot of reps, and today took it easy and trying to just recover and get ready for Sunday. But I think I'm feeling hopeful about it, and I think just every week it's a slow process, but it's going to just keep improving.
What percentage do you feel like you're at?
I guess it's hard to put a percent on it, but definitely not 100. But I don't know if I'll ever be 100 again. I don't know if anybody's quite ever at 100, but I think I'm getting there and not really looking at it like that. I'm just trying to improve every day and every week, and I think, as these last 9 weeks go and hopefully continue into the playoffs, I think I'm gonna just get better and better.
Joey, is this a situation where you would expect to get back to like playing a full game of snaps, like 40, 50 snaps at some point, or is it going to be like a
During the season?
Yeah, or is it going to be like
This
a
season?
management thing?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm going to be probably managing snaps, but yeah, I mean, my goal is to definitely towards the end of the year, or hopefully sooner, be back going full go, as many snaps as they need me. It's tough not being able to help as much in the run game right now, because that's kind of when I experience it a little bit more. But yeah, the guys have been grinding, doing a great job. Thule and Bud last week took a lot of reps, and just really happy for them, the way they're playing and the way they're carrying the load for the edge room along with Khalil. But yeah, I definitely I see myself just kind of adding every week and eventually getting back to the normal load.
What did you think of Thule's game last week? He
Yeah.
really filled up that stat sheet.
Yeah, he's definitely, I think, special teams included, he's just helping the team every possible way he can. I think he's improving as a rusher. I thought last week was definitely his best game rushing. He was just letting loose and hit moves out there. I thought he looked great, and thought the whole defense played really well last week, and just happy for him to. I know he had a little dry spell start the season with sacks, and now they usually come in bunches. I think he's just going to continue to improve and help this team.
You said you were like a little nervous getting back on the field the last time we talked to you. And like, how do you kind of build that confidence up again?
Just through experience and going out there, and now I understand, hey, if I feel this way on a certain day, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to feel worse or whatever. You kind of work through things, and you understand that you can get through it, and it's not going to get worse, and you're not putting yourself at risk. And I've had the first week I played, it was definitely not my best performance. Definitely didn't feel like myself out there, but just the fact that I got out there and played 20 reps in an NFL game and came out feeling solid and was able to return to practice, have a good week, and then play in the next game kind of just builds confidence. And then along with that, getting back from a long flight, kind of stressing about sitting in a plane for 5 hours after a game, but even feeling really good on Monday, Tuesday, and having a good practice Wednesday, Thursdays. That's how you build that confidence, and just continuing to be able to push and feel good when you push, and not regress at all. And like I said, it's been a slow process, but it has been incrementally getting better, pretty much. Maybe not day by day, but week by week, there's been an improvement, and it's definitely has me feeling hopeful.
Independent of how you feel physically, is like the level of confidence, are those different? Can you work on improving your confidence at a different time in your physical?
I think your confidence, has a lot to do with how you feel and how you feel like you can perform, and keep yourself safe is the main thing. And now I've been through 2 games, and I realize, if I feel something, it's not structurally something's going on. It's pain that I have to kind of push through, and I feel confident that I'm not going to make things worse, because I've had some rough plays. I've taken some falls. I've gotten into some positions that are stressful, and it might be painful, but it usually calms down and feels all right. So just experiencing that stuff, and getting more reps rushing and getting back into the swing of things with your technique and stuff definitely helps with that.
What do you thought of Jesse this year, the impact he's had on the defense?
Yeah, I mean, I think the defense, how we've been playing, kind of speaks for itself. He's just, I've said it all year, but he just does a really good job speaking to the room, keeping everybody on one page, and yeah, I mean, he's been great. It's always good to see him every day. He's looking out for us. He definitely takes care of me. He thinks highly of all the guys, and I think this whole staff kind of makes us get out of our shell a little bit with talking in front of the team and talking in front of the defense, which I've always been more of a lead by example sort of guy. My public speaking record isn't the best, but that's something that he has been pushing me with, and along with Coach Harbaugh, where the wise words and all these things were kind of, like I said, gets you out of your comfort zone, and I think I've grown in that aspect along with, you know, I know I've had a setback, but along with growing as a player, so I appreciate them for that, and obviously schematically he's doing a great job.
Have you spoken in front of the defense here?
Yeah. I've done some wise words, done some of the defensive talks before each week, and it's never been my strong suit. But as I get up there more and more, I understand my position, and that guys do respect me, even though I might still feel like a big kid. But it's got me out of my comfort zone, and the more and more I do it, I think the more comfortable I get.
Any part of defense's resurgence this year has been because of the way you guys played in previous seasons, and guys motivated to change that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, there's a lot of new faces here, so that's not entirely what it's about. I just think we do have some great vets, obviously DJ and Mack and all. I could name a whole list of guys, but I think they're tired of you know, being great players individually and not really accomplishing a lot as a team. I know we've had some really good seasons here, but we've really never taken it to the next level, and we just feel like we have the staff and we have all the pieces here to do that, and we don't want to miss out on our opportunity.
We saw you wearing the heating pad kind of in between plays, in between series. Is that something that you'll continue to do here?
Yeah, I think it definitely was beneficial. I don't want to have to move around and do too much to keep myself warm, because then you just kind of fatigue yourself, and it might feel good in the moment, but if you're doing a million different shuffles or stretches or get-offs or whatever, eventually towards the end of the game you've added a bunch of kind of reps without actually playing. So I think anything to keep myself warm and keep myself fresh is important.
And so when you have that on there, it's like once it gets warmed
it's
up,
hot and has vibration. So anything that, you know, can keep the area warm. The weather was great, so I didn't really have to worry about it too much out there. But I just think mentally it's something that could help, and physically, you know, it keeps the area warm. I'm sure I'd be okay without it, but you might as well. It's an easy thing to add.
Right. And so once you get it, I guess it's the side. Once you get it warmed up, like you feel less discomfort, and so keeping it warm is.
Yeah, it's definitely important to keep it warm. It's definitely something that takes a while to kind of warm up and get loose. But you know, as I'm improving, I'm starting to feel more and more normal, and I can kind of shorten up my warm-up routine and get back to my kind of my consistent routine that I've always done.
When all of us hurt with like 8 and 9 or something like that, it was something crazy. Like when all the people hurt, all the starters were hurt, and they still did that, you know, but that's just the culture. You know, everybody's gonna play hard, and that can get you into a lot of places, a lot of wins.
Do you feel like that spread among the guys who were here already, like Justin, or you know?
Yeah, I feel like.
Somebody like that.
I feel like you could feel it, you know, for the guys who didn't necessarily have that type of mindset or that type of culture mindset, you can see it changing. can see it changing around here. And that was my goal from the beginning. Coming here, like the talent was always here. Like this team is super talented. So like, I wanted to come here and just bring it all out of everybody. Anyone that I could, bring it out.
What do you think it'll be like facing Tennessee on Sunday? I mean,
It's gonna be tough.
I mean, the record isn't, but the defense.
They're number
it's
one,
been
right?
yeah.
They're like number one or something like that. Yeah, the defense is really good. You know, they got playmakers. They got Tony Pollard on offense and Calvin Ridley. So it's the NFL. Any given Sunday is real because every team has a bunch of talent. You know, you just gotta not beat yourself. And so that's what we're planning on doing. We know it's gonna be a hard fight. You know, the defense is really good and they got playmakers, so it's gonna be a fight.
What's it like seeing your defense, though? I mean, they haven't allowed over 20 points this year.
It's
and
amazing. That's one of the reasons why I came here. I knew all the people on the defense, and I was like, oh, I need to go there. So yeah, our defense is outstanding.
You had mentioned the Titans defense, just the difficulties of going against someone like Jeffrey Simmons there on the interior, just especially as you guys try to continue the momentum with the run game.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons is a great player. I played against him a few times. When I was at the Ravens, we played him in the playoffs, and then we played him earlier that year. We played him in the playoffs. And yeah, he's a really good player. And they got the rookie, Sweat. He's good. And they got Hooker, the safety. They got some good players, so it's going to be a fight. And then they have Murray from here. He was here last year, you know, so he'll be ready to go. And so it'll be a fight.
Sebastian Joseph Day was here. He's with them now.
Yeah. It's going to be a fight.
What's it like been seeing the passing game the last 4 weeks kind of, rise to the level that the run game has, and everything's really been complementing each other?
Yeah, I mean, Justin was a big reason why I came here too. And I knew that was gonna start happening. He's gonna keep having big games. He's a special quarterback, so he's gonna keep having these big games. It's no surprise to me. I knew he was special, so.
They just gave me a lot of time to heal. I didn't think I needed that much time, but just trying to get the swelling back down first, and then easily moving on to running and change the direction and stuff like that.
Was it frustrating going down with an injury early in the season?
Yeah, very frustrating. Always want to be out there, but everything happened for a reason. I'm coming back, fresh legs, and at a time where a lot of teams are wearing down. So got to use it to the best.
How close do you feel like you are to playing Sunday?
I'm just gonna go through the week of practice. I don't expect to be limited the whole week, and then see what the coaches decide.
How did it feel today?
It felt great.
You move laterally and stuff like that?
Yeah. Felt good.
If you could put a percentage on it, where would you say you're at?
I'm 100. I feel 100. I feel better than I was before I got hurt. So good day.
Was this related at all to what you were dealing with in the spring?
Oh no. It was the ankles. Yeah.
What do you think, Kamani, kind of getting a little bit of time to play while you were on the sideline?
I was happy for him. He went out there. He made the best out of his carries. I know he didn't get too many, but he made the best out of his carries. Scored his first touch. Did something that hasn't been done around here in a while. So I was real happy for him. He's getting a lot of chances, and I feel like he's still going to have his chances as the season goes on. So I'm really excited for him.
You've been together with JK for a lot of years. Just what's it been like seeing the run he's been on first half of the year?
I love it, man. Real happy for him with everything that's happened the last few years. He's a guy that's taking great advantage of every carry right now. Sometimes it's dark out there, but he makes it work, and he's been doing great.
Let's talk about Sunday. What do you see when you look at this feisty Tennessee offense? They seem to fight.
Yeah, they got a good O-line. They're young up front, but they're good, physical. They can run the ball. They have a really talented running back, two really talented running backs. And the quarterback can move, sling the ball when he needs to. And they got receivers who will go up and get it. It's a playmaking tight end. So you got to be able. Almost like every game, you got to be able to control the run, be able to set the tone in the run game, and then hopefully get it in the offense's hands enough that you're able to go rush the passer by the end of the game.
Anything particular about Mason Rudolph stand out to you?
He's consistent quarterback. He knows he's accurate. He can put the ball where it needs to be. He knows how to control the game. So it's just being able to get back there and affect him and try to make any off-schedule throws or make him not throw from easy pockets.
I asked Justin this in his press conference today. Do you think out of the Charger teams that you've been on, this might be the most resilient in terms of moving on to the next play, moving on to the next set of downs, moving on to the next game when things don't go exactly right?
I think so. I think this team, every team has a life of its own. Every year has a life of its own, an identity of its own, and I just think, the coaches have done a great job of putting that culture in here of, hey, next game, next play. The most important snap is the next snap. So, if you have a bad play, flush it. You have a good play, flush it. We got to go to the next one. So it's been, something that I think has really helped us, down the stretch when we've had to, maybe not had a great play or a great game, and then just being able to flush it and move to the next one.